South Lancashire, in association with the Sunday Telegraph, the art of the perfect Sunday.
In a moment, the South Lancashire's 20th season opens with Victoria Wood.
If I actually thought, that 3,000 people putting their coats on and locking the front doors and getting into their cars just to see me, I'd have stage fright.
Two come up and take a telescope to snap on that stage left and announcement.
I just really tune myself up to do it because I've got to give out so much energy to all those people and I've got to be ready to do it.
Okay, I can't think of any reason not to start.
I've wanted to be famous since I was tiny. I come back from before I was 5, wanting to be famous.
Please welcome Victoria Wood.
This is where I tried to get all those years ago, and now I'm here, and the least I can do is enjoy it, and I do really make the most of it, and I think that gives me an extra edge on the stage.
Hello? Well, here we are then, we made it. We're out of the house, we got here. We said, that's it, Tuesday, we're coming out. No more sitting in front of the television eating pizza straight out of the box. Scraping cold mozzarella off the lid 2 hours later. We're coming out. We want glamour, glitter, excitement. This is Blackpool, we'll have to come to Winter Gardens. Welcome to lovely St Albans. I was here last week, but before that I hadn't been here for ages and ages. When I got here, the manager said to me, do you notice any differences? I said, no. And he said, oh, we've put a new pedal bin in the ladies' labs, and we've called it an arena. I said, and I got here this afternoon, there's one fan letter waiting me at the stage door. It said, dear Miss Wood, I will never forget the last time you came to Manchester at the Opera House. We waited for you at the stage door in the rain. You came out, barged past us, got into your car and reversed into my sister's Renault. I don't think I've seen a cleaner Cortina. He washes it more than his neck. Hello? I said, can I see the doctor? She said, I'm afraid that's not possible. I said, well, can you draw me a picture of him? Just took off this nose cream, nice to collect the brains and the ginger nut. Used to drink battery. Oh, no, going to be sick. I said, you're real bad. That is actually a right prominent rhythm guitar. She had postnatal depression. She showed me the baby. And then I had it as well. Can you be shown us how to stitch up the mouth of a talkative friend or relative? The curtsied, then looking up to the familiar faces in the gallery, kissed their hands. The applause grew deafening, and gradually the people rose in their seats, still clapping. The theatre stood and cheered and stamped, while Lynn bowed and smiled for an eternity.
Victoria Wood is Britain's first female stand-up comedian, and she remains the biggest crowd puller in the country. She was recognised on the television programme New Faces, and went on to sing her comic songs every week on That's Life in the mid-70s. Since then, she's been acclaimed as an actress, a playwright, a TV sketch writer and screenwriter. She is dedicated this year to a national tour, which has its climax next week at the Albert Hall in London. Director Nigel Waters followed her as she created her one-woman show and took it on the road. We caught up with her as she arrived in Blackpool, near the beginning of the tour.
This is the third weekend, so it's not... No, I'm not nervous now. I'm really, really glad to have got it all together. Leicester was great, Sheffield was great, Ipswich was great. Blackpool, I don't know what it's going to be. This is the first time I've come away without any children. So this is the first time I've had to leave them both in school, which I feel a bit lousy about. It's much more fun if I can have them with me, but I think it's better for them if they stay behind. Oh, here we are.
Blackpool Opera House in the Winter Gardens is the largest theatre in England, with nearly 3,000 seats. Only 3 solo performers can fill it consistently: Shirley Bassey, Ken Dodd and Victoria Wood. Wood tours with just one old suitcase for her props and makeup.
I don't think I've been here before. No, I think I've done the other one. Which one's this? This is the Opera House. Perhaps I have. Is this the one where they have the ballroom dancing?
She has a stage manager and a sound engineer, and that's the entire tour party.
Yeah, well, these been here before, then,
Yeah. This is the new Yamaha. So it's the left. Right. And then your number one. It's got a fridge. It's got a fridge. So you've got cold drinks, no ice.
I've had that blue suitcase for ages and ages. I've had the folder with the jokes in. I've had since 1983. You know, I've kept a lot of the same things over the years, since I first started working in about 82 or 80. I'm not superstitious, but there's something, I like old things. I don't like to get new things just for the sake of it. You know, it's nice to have the same things around. Some of these bushes are ancient.
I woke up really, really late this morning, so I'm shouting at my children. Because one of them was being really stupid, you know, he wouldn't get dressed. So I overreacted. I've had him adopted. No, it's all right, I'm going to connect him from the social services tomorrow.
When you go on stage, how much do you, as it were, make up a new character, that you are a different Victoria Wood?
I don't. I mean, I feel that that's me on stage. Yeah. I'm not.
Did you used to do that?
No. No, I used to feel that the real me was on the stage and the rest of me was fumbling to catch up. That when I was on stage, I was talking honestly and communicating with people that I had difficulty doing the rest of the time. Hey, Jim. Lights? Yes?
Still focusing.
Yeah, okay. Does Ian want to do sound check?
We try that with a bit of aerobics.
Yeah.
Just to check your monitors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Hi! Sorry I'm late. Welcome to set. I'm Haley Bailey. Welcome to set with Haley Bailey. I'm very much in love with the simplicity of being a stand-up comic. You know, we have lights, but we don't have a set. We just have a piano. We just bring the audience in. We just do it. You know, it's a very simple operation. We'll take the greens down a bit and see what that looks like. I don't want it any less bright, really.
How do you see the audience?
I don't want to see them at all. I want them to be a black mass. I want them to be an audience that I can get a sense of. I don't want them to be particular people. I spend from about 5 o'clock, maybe for an 8 o'clock show, sort of practicing on the stage and walking around, getting the feel of the stage and the shape of the auditorium and going through the songs and warming up my voice, such as it is. And just getting into the mood, because it can be, I'm not wishing to sound like the side clown, it can be quite lonely because there's nobody else to do it. I've got to do it. It just gives me a feel of the building and the shape of the auditorium. And I like being on stage struck.
in 1953 near Bury in South Lancashire. The first of two houses where she grew up was in a terrace on the Tottington Road.
My house is that one on the end of the tree and the roses. My main memory of being in this house, being in that bedroom up there, and I was sitting in bed reading books because I was a compulsive reader even then. I don't remember having any friends. I don't remember anybody coming to the house or anything like that. I just used to play with my sisters mainly. The social life hadn't really kicked into gear. And then it never did, because then we went up to this big house on the hill and nobody came to tea at all. We had to bribe people to come and visit because it was a 1.5 mile walk from school. I remember sitting in our garden in Tottington Road thinking I want to be famous. I can remember that from before I was 5. It's very, very clear to me.
Yeah. And there's no way you can... Any word that had been said by somebody or anything?
I don't remember anything. I mean, I don't know if it's partly being the youngest of 4 and feeling, you know, sort of a bit anonymous and wanting to make my mark and feeling that I couldn't really compete with the rest of my family, and so I had to do something different. I had to find another way through. It might be that.
And with this idea of being famous, did it communicate itself to the people around you, your friends, your...
No, I never used to tell people that. I never told people that. It was a big secret. It was always a very solitary thing.
When did the idea occur to you of being a stand-up comic?
Well, I didn't know there was such a thing as a child. I certainly didn't know there were women stand-up comics. I saw Joyce Grenfell when I was about 6, and that certainly planted the seed of a woman standing on stage alone. I found that very appealing. As a very sort of isolating person, I found that appealing, the idea of standing on stage on my own and not being with other people, I think. I saw her show, and then there was a woman called Libby Morris, a Canadian, who came over in the late 60s, and she had something called a one-woman show, and that phrase really stuck with me. So I had that in my head to do from about 15.
And so when you were buffeted at school, as you say you
yeah.
were, and that must
I had a little feeling inside me that it would be... I mean, people say, oh, you're really funny, and I used to treasure all these remarks if I ever got... I used to write them in my diary if anybody ever complimented me. I used to write it down.
On being funny?
Yeah.
And in class, did you try to make people laugh?
Not so much in class. I wasn't the class joker. There were certainly lots of people who were funnier than me. I used to tie people up and put them in cupboards, so I wasn't exactly witty. I did. Sorry, Gail Milling, but I did. So we got down this big jar of acid, and somehow I think it was leaking or something, because I don't know, somehow this big hole come in Rosie Sutcliffe's blazer, and all the lettering come off of a former captain's badge. And somebody said, that is dead dangerous, that is, we must rinse that off with water. And so I just helping her hold her head under the taps, and a sock had got in her mouth somehow. Hey ho, I don't blooming know, God gives us all a place on earth, like surely how sad the life I might have had if I had been swapped at birth too lowly. Ho hum, I've got it all to come, tomorrow is another day. Well, I'm 5'5" and I'm still alive, and that's all I want